is happening, you guys? Justin here, back at it again with another Q Life vlog. I'm gonna take you guys to a location I haven't shown you guys yet that I was gonna do earlier on, like I talked about in one of the previous vlogs, but it was getting a little too late for where I am going to be taking you guys. Now, the only thing is, I need the safety vest. This one. I need this safety vest because the only thing is, my backpack broke, and we should be fine. Worst case scenario, my parents are off today, so I'll just have to call them to come grab me if it goes back. I should be fine. Now, hold on, because this is all wrinkled up. There we go. There we go. Gotta wear that bright yellow big yellow for this one. It's a really chilly day out, so we're gonna bring the gloves with us. And I've got a water bottle, of course. I'm not gonna wear the gloves yet, but we'll have them just in case. It's not cold enough to get hypothermia, but you know, we've got a full charge for today's ride. But we're gonna ride on mode 1 because we're gonna need this battery. For sure, we're gonna need the battery. Only thing is, my cranks are like coming off right now. Good thing I noticed that. So let's go fix this real quick. Because they're getting a little loose here. Hopefully it's fixable. Hopefully they're just getting loose and they're not broken. Oh shoot, dude. That's fine. This one's loose. They're just loose. Let me go ahead and grab the Allen key and tighten it up. We'll bring the Allen key with us, just in case they come loose again. The bigger Allen key. I think this is somewhere. It might be in the house. Because this one was way too small. It might be this one. It's a little bigger than that one. I think it was. That one was too big. I believe. And that one I think was way too big. I don't know where I put it. I think that one was also too big. Yeah, it's this one. Let's see if we can tighten it. Good, okay. We're lucky, we can tighten her. It's just loose. I don't know how it got loose, but she managed to get loose. Which is alright. It shouldn't come loose again after this. One little more. I don't want to over tighten her. Definitely don't want to do that. Should be good there. the other Allen set too to put in my pocket. And we'll just carry the Allen set because you never know. Everything else should be good. We'll go ahead and bring it. Now we're on to the races. Wonder how it managed to get loose like that. Thankfully I caught it, because that would not have been good, you guys. That would not have been very good. We'll pedal up here and around a little bit. Give it a good feel up here. Might have gotten loose when I had it in the back of my dad's truck. Got a full charge though. We're good there. Alright, we're good now. We're good to go. Like I said, we're gonna need this battery, so I'm gonna stay on mode 1 for this. I brought my extra GoPro battery, of course, didn't forget that, because we're gonna need that as well. It's a little ways. Gonna be a hound dog, I'm crying all the time. There's that meme resurfacing, because I believe it was a thing before and it's resurfacing. Let me show you. It's pretty funny. You're gonna be a hound dog. It's like Elvis meme. It's like something you'd see in like 2020. There's like a bunch of other ones too. Let me see. There's some more. Bro sent me all of these. Hound dog Peter, hound dog with a hot dog and cheeseburger, hound dog with green laser, and just a normal thing. Oh, he's visiting the hospital. Damn. Dislocated his shoulder. Damn. Well, hopefully he heals up soon. But I don't know. It's just brain rot, dog. Just straight brain rot. It's 1700 somewhere. Sushi on top of bro's head. That's funny. Netanyahu! Oh my! Excuse me. George Floyd Creepypastas, Volume 1, 50 plus breathtaking horror stories by Jordan Kleeman. Busch Light Elvis returns to shelves for a limited time. The popular peanut butter banana brew is back after popular demand. Hound Dogs Pizza.
Hey, we're here at the New York Hot Sauce Expo. Guess what? He's eating Pepper X.
Oh God! What is happening? What is happening? Too much pepper! That's too much pepper! Ah! The pepper's making me sneeze! Ooh, this guy's classy. Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I'm gulping it. I'm gulping it. Oh, Jedi, I'm gulping it. I'm gulping it. Oh, Jedi, I'm gulping it. I'm gulping it. I'm gulping it.
Wait, isn't this a TV star?
I'm gulping it. I'm gulping it. Oh, Jedi.
Wanna be Elvis, bro. Oh, wow, this is cute. We got...
We usually don't pick up hitchhikers. But I'm gonna go with my instinct on this one. Partner, we usually don't pick up
La 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 la.
It's my favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Eyes up here. Right there. Yes. My eyes are right there. Okay, so bro's making a hot dog cake. Looks like a banana, okay. Alright. Starting to look like Elvis. Not bad. Okay. We got a red velvet cake that turned into Elvis. I'm not gonna read that.
So, like,
Complete utter waste of my time.
I was wondering if you could play that song again.
What is on that convertible? That's why I was like, what the hell is on that roof?
Hold on there, baby. You really think I'd leave you all shook up without a little surprise?
It's a chicken nugget shaped like Elvis's head. With the hair. Oh, LeBron James!
What's up, guys? It's Malibu. Nice, Kimmy.
Me and bro triple checking if we gay. And it's two hot dogs kissing. Ain't nothing but a brother dog fried all the time. I moan when I wipe, and it's a picture of a Harley Davidson rider. Oh, Greta!
maybe I could just slide in and rob his shit real quick.
AI is getting really out of hand. It's kind of funny though. Like ChatGPT. Red Bulls don't work anymore. Time to upgrade. It's a Duracell battery can, but it's shaped like a Red Bull can. Bro's sipping on that battery acid. Tough. Stranger. Next. When the Mexican restaurant starts raising prices. Ice. Wow, that's dark. That's messed up. Alright. Enough of that. My phone's on 25%. And I might need it, so we're gonna turn that off because I need to make sure that I have some charge on me. So I can call my parents or whatever. I need to respond to them or something, or you know, I never really do, even sometimes when I should. There's times where I probably should have called the cops and I haven't, but I always want to keep my phone on me as charged up as possible just in case if I need to call the cops. Because I really don't want to deal with a problem that isn't mine. You know what I mean? Because sometimes handling business and getting your hands dirty, unfortunately, even if it's self-defense, can put you in jail and get you in trouble. So I'd rather have the police handle it for me instead of me dealing with it. So even though there's times where I really just should have called the cops and didn't, because I really don't feel the need, I shouldn't have to feel the need to call the cops. I shouldn't have to call the cops. You know, I shouldn't be getting harassed. But if that ever was to happen, I want my phone to be charged so I can call them and they can locate me. So that's also kind of why, like, I don't actually like have a problem with like just choose. I think I made the right decision writing this, honestly. Like, the 2-2 would have been so much fun, but it would have been straight up risky, especially since like there's times where, you know, if I want their help, they're not really going to want to be helpful if I'm breaking the law. You see what I'm saying? So like, and it's also just being, you know, it's about being conservative and doing the right thing. This isn't killing me. I'm having a blast on it. I'm having a blast on this thing. So like, yes, the 2-2 probably would have been a lot more of an adrenaline rush, been a lot more fun, a lot faster, but this gets the job done, keeps me happy, keeps me healthy because I'm pedaling as well, and makes good it's making good vlogs. I'll have to do a lot more mountain bike trails, but you know, I want to be as legal as I possibly can. I want to stay out of trouble as much as I can. I want to keep my clean record. I don't want to sit in a cell. I want to live my life free, you know. So I'll just, you know, continue with this, and then maybe I'll get like a gas dirt bike or something later on and take it to like dirt bike trails and stuff, because eventually I'm gonna be winding up fixing that ATV up, and I'll be riding that ATV. I'll be taking that ATV to ATV trails. That's where it's gonna go, and I'm gonna put like a 110 or 125 in it. So it's gonna be a lot peppier and a lot more powerful than the stock 90 two-stroke. It's gonna be a 4-stroke 110 or 125. I have not decided that yet. But please stay tuned for that. That will be done within the next few years. So we're gonna make sure this guy's gonna stop, because they did not look like they were gonna stop. All right. So yeah, hopefully within the next few years, if everything goes smoothly and as planned, I'll have the ATV done and be taking that on trails. Even though it's a smaller Polaris, it would be hella fun to take. If it was legal to like ride it like to pick up scrap, that would have been perfect, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to do that. Because that thing has the utility things and stuff. I could put stuff on it and all that, but that's not going to happen. So that being said, eventually we'll get like a KX85 maybe, or a CRF 110 or 125, something small to start. Just something small to get started into, because having a 250 in my garage would not really work well. So like a 85, 110 or a 125 would be perfect, and plenty of power for me, honestly, just to rip around some dirt bike trails and have fun. And you can get them on Marketplace for hella cheap. So potentially, but we'll probably wind up finishing the ATV first and taking that on trails and stuff. But anyways, continuing onward. Yeah, so, you know, I like to stay out of trouble. I like to do the right thing. I like to mind my own business, but I like to do the right thing. So when people get up in my business and, you know, are making threats or attacking me, of course I'm going to call the cops, because you're up in my business and it's not my job to deal with. So yeah, you know, common sense. But, you know, I don't like calling because I don't want to waste my time. It's sometimes because they can't teleport, so most of the time I just forget. I've always just kind of forgotten about it and gone on. Like I said, even though I probably should have. It was just not worth my time, because a lot of times you call, they're not really going to believe you every time. Like if you call constantly, they're going to get to the point where they're going to stop responding to you. So it don't make sense. You know, those people will get their shit once it's, you know, so. So, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know. I've also never really called the cops growing up because, like, I wasn't really doing anything wrong necessarily, but I don't know. I felt like me calling was only going to distract them from what they were already kind of trying to take care of that they can't really take care of around here because they don't really have enough cops. It's very limited. They don't have enough cops. So sometimes I also think some of these cops aren't choosing to not do anything about it. There's a few good ones and then there's a few bad ones. That's also the tricky part on why I don't bother calling most of the time, is because there's only a small minimal amount that are kind of agreeing with me on a lot of things. A lot of them agree, but a lot of them also think I'm you know, some of these cops are jealous because they're human. It's a problem. They're power hungry and jealous, so they lash out too, and I don't like that. There's a lot of cops that are overreacting also, and I don't want to deal with it. It's not my job. It's not my job to calm these old people down, you know what I mean? Like I've said it to you 1,000 times today. But anyways, we should be fine. It's a beautiful day out. Other than it being slightly chilly, it's not too bad. Got some skating time in this morning, which was nice. Hanging out with my dad this morning was nice. So, yeah. We could probably ride all the way to Leesburg and back eventually, but that's not where we're going today. There's a development here on the left that we're going to. So we are going to have to get on that side eventually. but this is far in enough to where I feel comfortable right here. Oh, wait. We're getting a big pedal up for a good minute. This is really sketchy, but we did it. We good. Oh, there's another beer can. That's why I firmly believe they should put up a checkpoint. They keep gathering all of this evidence, all these beer cans and everything. It's just, it's obvious. They need to put one up. It's ridiculous. But that's why, like I said, that's why they don't. Is because 90% of the population would have, they wouldn't be driving. Most of the population would have to stop driving. They wouldn't be able to drive. They'd all be getting DUIs. They'd be arresting everybody. That's why. Not everybody, just most people. They'd be arresting most people. That's why they don't do it. They don't have enough power. They don't have enough people to pull everybody over and do a checkpoint with everybody. But I have all the evidence I need to prove that they need to put a DUI checkpoint. These houses are huge out here. Got some neat colored go-karts. Some pretty neat colored go-karts. So obviously those little sidewalks are to the golf course, so we can't ride there. Oh, it'd be like a night vlog. Do that at night. We've already put 191 miles on this thing, you guys. It's insane. Should have brought my muck boots. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Sorry. But the homes to here are freaking massive, gnarly, absolutely huge, bro. Massive, massive homes. So I'm not a very political person, but I've always loved what Donald Trump has been doing, and I think he's a very successful person. That whole thing, they're all freaking successful as shit. Love it, think it's cool, respect it. Love what he's doing with everything. So last night I was scrolling through and looking at the news on my phone because I was scrolling through TikTok and saw it. Apparently they had the little dinner that they have where they roast themselves or something at the dinner, and they had to evacuate the Trumps and all them because unfortunately there was a shooting. Some 31-year-old man wasted his life away and charged in and shot it up. There was nobody injured except for one officer. I think it was a federal agent that got hit by a bullet, but I think he's gonna make it out okay, thankfully, which is great. Not great, but it's good that he's alive, apparently. I don't think he was critically injured. It hit the vest. But how he got in there was, I don't know how he got through that security at the Hilton, but thankfully, no severe critical injuries as far as I've read up on. I briefly read it. Like I said, I'm not political. I'm not really into that stuff. I'm not into politics. I'm not too deep into it. But all I gotta say is I like what Trump's doing. Like it or not. So yeah. And he's got a beautiful granddaughter too. She's beautiful. She's a little younger, but she's beautiful. But yeah, no. That news last night was shocking. I was like, again? But the dude's like only 31, and they caught him on the. There's a picture of him on the ground. The dude's naked. It's some black guy, and he's just naked, and they've got him pinned on the ground. And it looks so stupid. I'm like, why would they keep him alive? But I was thinking the reason why they probably didn't shoot him down is so they can gather and collect all the information out of his mouth. If they can get him to open his lips on why he did it, I'd like to assume that's why they kept him alive. Is they want to know why he did it. So they put him in. He's in custody right now. Who knows what's going to happen to the clown? Well, we'll go down here first. But yeah, I thought that was really unfortunate news to hear that the Hilton got shot up for their dinner. They're gonna enjoy that. That would suck. You know, getting there, just sitting down, getting situated, and pa 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 pa. But no one flinched in the video, and I'm like, how? You hear the shots on the camera. I'm like, how would you not be like ducking and kind of getting ready for cover immediately after you heard that? I'm like, that was clearly some gunshots. But I guess they didn't feel a need to. I guess maybe they weren't worried about because security. Yeah, I don't know. But I felt like I don't feel bad. Obviously, I don't feel bad. But when I saw the video on CNN, especially, that CNN had posted it, I thought it was very rude and disrespectful and a complete invasion of Erica Kirk's privacy. I'm not really fond of her. Like, I'm not a Christian. I don't hate Christians. I just hate the religion. So I'm not against her. I'm just not very fond of her. But I do feel bad for her, genuinely. Like, I wouldn't wish that would happen on anyone. So she's going through a lot, right? And I saw the video, and I thought it was extremely disrespectful and an invasion of her privacy. It was not the time and the place for this stranger to whip out their phone and record her crying, walking out saying, I want to go home, I want to go home. I thought that was very rude. I thought it was unfortunate. She was the emotions that she was having clearly in that video were obviously valid. She was flipping the fuck out. I'm like, dude, within the past year, with everything happening, that would be that she wants to go home. Don't record the chick crying out. Give her some space. You know, like, that's not the. You can pull out your phone and record, but you don't got to record it and put her on the internet mourning something and going through that. That was the rudest exploitation ever, because it was a little different there. Now, if she was attacking the guy, put her on the internet. But she wasn't bothering anyone. And I thought it was a bug. This my little helmet thing. But she wasn't bothering anyone. She was just scared. I mean, they just got shot up. So she's like, I want to go home, crying and all that. I was like, that was just flat out rude. But can't change it. I just, also, going back to an invasion of privacy. Whenever, obviously I've been to the White House before. I've passed by the White House multiple times. The White House is not something you take pictures of, in my opinion. I've never taken a picture of the White House. I've taken pictures near the White House. Yes, I've taken pictures of the Washington Monument. But the White House, to me, in my opinion, taking pictures of the White House is going to come off extremely, even at the spot where everyone's taking those pictures, it's going to look extremely suspicious to a federal officer. Trying to take a picture could make it seem like you're trying to shoot. Like, your phone might look like a gun to a federal officer. And not only that, the White House is it's the nation's capital. It's the president's. Out of respect, you probably shouldn't be taking pictures because there's important people coming in and out of there all the time, trying to get out of the car, and you want to respect them, right? So, like, why are you taking pictures of that? Like, there's a time and a place, and there's a place to be taking pictures and taking videos. You can record by it, sure. You could take pictures maybe of you in front of it, maybe, but I wouldn't personally because of that reason. It's kind of like, it's really risky. That's like one of the most dangerous sightseeings to go to take pictures because of that reason. Federal officers are looking out of every window everywhere. They're looking all around. They're all around guarding the gate and everything. So, like, if they see you taking a picture, you taking the picture might look like you've got a pistol or something in your hand. Because a phone, like I said, from a distance, a phone could look like that. So, like, taking a picture of the White House, you got to be very careful. You got to be very careful if you're doing that, and I would never do it. I would advise everyone against it, actually. That's, like I said at the beginning, like we talked about, I think it's an invasion. There's a little bit of difference. With the White House, I think it would be an invasion of privacy for me to take a picture of it. Or, like, if something was to happen to the White House and you have a picture of it, it just doesn't make sense to take pictures of it. What's the point of taking pictures? You got it in your head, right? So, like, you know, but I went to see the Bullrun progress a while ago, and I thought it looked awesome. I thought the whole ballroom idea was a great idea. I support it completely, 100% support it. So, like I said in the beginning, am I political? No. Am I a Trump supporter? Yes, I like what he's doing, and, you know, I like you know, when I've looked on him, like, looked on what he's done and all this in the past, he's a very successful human being. So a successful person, I'm going to look at as a very, I'm going to show them some respect, and I'm going to support them for what they're doing. So, like, and that really goes with anybody. Like, if you're like Biden, I can't hate the dude. Like, I don't have to hate anybody, bro. Like, especially them. Like, that's a big job. That's a big job. But, like, I mean, Biden wasn't the best, but I mean, he's got some balls to be a president, you know what I'm saying? Like, that takes big courage and responsibility and a lot to handle. So, like, I can't blame him for falling asleep and falling down off all that stuff. Like, he was old. He's old, man, yeah, he's a puppet, but honestly, if you look at it this way, the president doesn't actually have full control over everything. He has to agree. The president also has to make agreements with the other, all the other branches and everybody. It's basically a decision based on. It's not just the president's. Well, I think it's most of it is. He's got the final decision, I believe, but most of it is the whole administration has to be a part of it. Like, it's an agreement, I believe, is what they're all. It's not just that's why I don't understand, like, when people are, like, blaming one, like, a president for something. It's not really the president's fault. It's a whole like group of a whole group of people's decisions. I'm not going to say dictator, but it's a whole group of everyone's decision. It's not just Trump's or Biden. It wasn't just Trump's, Biden's, or George Washington's decision. It was a decision based from the president, the vice president, and then all the other people down below, and so on and so forth. It's not just one person making the decisions there. And I don't understand. Like I said, I'm not a political person. I don't understand it all. But that's what I don't understand about it too, is the drama. I don't want to be a part of it. But there's no, like I said, there's no way that just them have the decision. It's a decision based on, like I said. So, anyways, moving on from that. It's beautiful out here. Got some puppies. But yeah, it's pretty neat. yeah, this is what I was gonna show you guys. It's pretty big houses here. Mansions, man, mansions. But yeah, and eventually at night we might hit those trails. Like late at night one night, we'll come out here and adventure those. Maybe even, I don't want to bring, maybe we'll bring a fishing rod and throw it in some of those ponds, man. I think there's some big bass in those. There's got to be big bass in those ponds. There's got to be a big bass in there. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know how I feel about it. But, again, like, I wouldn't ride on the golf course, like, grass and stuff. Only, like in my neighborhood, I only at night when no one's golfing on the track for the golf carts. Because like I said, I'm not a golfer, but out of respect for people who have a hobby that they enjoy, I'm not going to try and ruin and damage their golf course that's built for golfing only. It's a restricted access area for golfers only. It's out of respect for their hobby. So like, I have a hobby of skateboarding, I have the hobby of this, the e-biking, I have the hobby of driving. It's out of respect. So like you want to respect the road, right? That's one of the biggest problems around here. No, not many people respect the road. I am a driving enthusiast. I have a problem with people not respecting me on the road. So I would like people to respect me on the road, even though they don't like driving. Clearly they don't like driving. But just because they don't like something doesn't mean that they gotta ruin it for everyone else. So same thing goes with me and seeing these golfers. I respect a lot of these golfers. They're very successful, very talented people. So as someone who sees them as they're enjoying their hobby, we're not gonna destroy that. Like I've kind of just said it in longer form. But that's always kind of how I've been with these things. Like a lot of people ruin skate parks. Like, skate parks are meant for skaters and BMXers, inline skaters, and some scooters only. It's not for people to hang out there, smoke pot, and do other things. So, like, they're out there ruining it. I don't want them to ruin my thing. Why should I ruin their thing, you know? And that's why, you know, there's a time and a place, and there's a place to ride these things especially. There's a place to ride things. And now, do I ride the skateboard on the street? Yes, I do. And it's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not damaging any property. I don't see the problem with it. But, like, when there's, like, a specific thing accustomed to it, like a golf course or a skate park, you really gotta respect it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's just out of respect. And out of the, seeing that somebody's enjoying something, you're not gonna go try and ruin it and sabotage it, right? That's how I think about it. Now, here is going to be extremely difficult. It's going to be a little minute. We'll get started. There we go. Managed to make it across, playing leapfrog. It's extremely dangerous, but I know what I'm doing. I'll be alright. I'm gonna live to see another day, as you can see. And it's just like crossing like in a car or a trunk or something. For me, it's easy. But it's a lot safer on this side, as you can see. This way. Still got 4 bars. I'm gonna check the charge on you guys real quick. And we're gonna pump this sucker up to 5 because we don't have much further to go. We're at 30%, so I'm gonna continue with it like this for now. And we'll swap you guys out on the GoPro here in a little bit. We don't have much further to ride, but we could explore down here on our way back and take the long way. But we'll wind up having enough charge in mode 5. Maybe we'll be able to see some horses. There's some pretty horses out this way. But this is not what the hive is today. Those goats. So we can't go in, but we can kind of see them from here. Some goats. Pretty goats. Pretty goats. Houses out here. I like that house. That's kind of more realistic to me. There's some big houses here to the right. Beautiful houses. Horses here. Beautiful horses. Very pretty. I like the white ones. The white ones are more rare. White horses are more rare. But the other horses are very beautiful colors too. I just never really see a lot of white horses. So I think they're pretty. I think horses are pretty. I love farm animals. I like the country. I don't like the city. If I had a choice to lean towards, if I had a choice between living in the city and living in the country, it's living in the country all the way. There's, it's so much more quiet and so much more you can do in the country without being bothered. There's so much more. I feel like there's more freedom in the country than there is in the city. And there's also, this is nice. This is nice here. Hound dog song is in my head. I wanna be a hound dog, yeah. I crying all the time. I wanna be a hound dog, yeah. I crying all the time. Yo, check this out. This is pretty rad. Oh, that's rad. That's neat looking, huh? It's a neat house. Pretty radical. Yeah, dog. there's a lot of these roads I want to take you guys on. Like over that way, there's also some pretty cool fancy houses we'll have to check out at some point. I think it's cool and neat to look at houses, especially getting older. It's fun, you know. But obviously these homes, to me, they're way too big. Like for me personally. I can keep cutting, that's good. You can keep cutting, you're good, dog. Yeah, they can keep cutting. I know they kind of stop for safety and stuff, but I don't care. I used to do this. I'm feeling for them right now. This is a workout. They probably tired as hell, man. Like, fresh cut grass smells good, though. Smells real good. Smells real good. I should probably turn on my light. I'll probably be smart. This is a really dangerous road, by the way. The one that we're hopping on now. We won't be on it for too long. We'll be able to ride on this side, though, because it'll be fine. Because we won't be on it for long, and we can hop in there if we need to. Look at that castle. That's a castle, bro. That's a whole ass castle. Wild, bro. Wild castle, bro. Ain't no cars coming. Be solidly. Be solidly, boys. Look at that. Looks like they just finished building that thing. Nice. Tacoma. See how they have the exhaust on the left? I think it looks so like, it's so stupid. I think the new Tacoma looks so stupid. Shouldn't have too much longer. McDonald's. Popping back down to mode 3. Coming. are going right, so we're chilling. Bumpy. A little bumpy. Yeah, I want to eventually do a lot of vlogs out in Leesburg because they have one of the biggest data centers in the area, and that might help me get views, you know? That's the only problem, is I get bothered out that way too. Probably because of that reason. They probably want to keep me out of there because I got something going for me. Jealous assholes need to F off, man. People got psychological problems. Not everybody. Leesburg is the slums, though. They say it's a nice area, but it's the slums, man. That's always the slums. Probably should have left in mode 1 the whole time, but it's alright. We still got plenty of bars to make it there, around and back. We should, I mean, it better. Because we haven't done enough miles yet for it to be a problem. All this charge. I am going to check my GoPro battery here though. I might have to swap her out. I can smell farm life. I love it. It's a very faint smell though, because I'm so used to it. I don't really pay attention to smell it anymore. Stop here really fast and chuck it over. Oh yeah, we're at 12%. We're gonna go ahead and swap you guys out. We are back, guys. Let's keep on going. Back to 100%. Oh yeah! there. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a hound dog? I'll be able to hear cars coming. I'm still watching that 360 swivel. Yeah. Bird carcass. If I ain't ever seen one. Nice. Slide out if I get in this. Don't get it. If I gotta stay in this rut, I'm gonna slide out if I don't. I knew I was gonna slide out if I didn't stay in this rut there and tried to pedal up it. Get out of here first. Well, the crank seems to be staying in place now. I tighten her back up. Might have to throw some red Loctite on it eventually, but no, it should be good. So, I don't know why, but the past couple of months, I've been trying to learn a little bit about Portuguese, the language. I've been trying to speak a little bit, like just basic words. I'm not very good with it at all, but I would like to learn some languages, like just like basic words, like hi, bye, you know, like in other languages, but I prefer to stick to English, obviously, but I don't know, I'd like to know some of it. For some reason, it just felt like looking it up one day and like trying to learn a little bit of it. So I've been doing that on occasion on the side. I only know a little bit of Spanish, but Portuguese is a little different. Just slightly different. They can be intertwined, they can be mixed, like a lot of families, a lot of Spanish families and Brazil families and stuff will mix it up. I think like they use some Spanish, some Portuguese, but I want to learn a little bit about Portuguese. It's slightly different from what I've looked up. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I just, from what I've read, I gotta read a little more before I speak about it more and start saying things. I don't want to wind up saying it wrong on camera here and then be like, he just said he called the Portuguese an asshole in Portuguese. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research on the language first before I start saying things without using Google Translation. But I've been kind of using that and kind of learning a little bit about the language briefly the past few months. Again, sometimes there's just things that I just get this idea. I don't know how I get them. Sometimes there's times where I do get a lot of ideas on how do I come up with these things. Like I come up with these things sometimes through people and stuff, but like for some reason it's just like I just want to learn some Portuguese a little bit. So I just started on the side on occasion looking it up and stuff. So we've got our light on, so we'll still have to be careful and watch, but because I have my light on, they should see me easier. And the high-vis vest. Get the high-vis vest and the headlights, we should be good. If not, go jump and eat in there, the ditch bucket. Shouldn't have to, but I have to be aware. I mean, people do not care. People do not care, so that's why I'm riding on this side, because people intentionally hit people on that side. I'd rather not. I'd really rather not ride here, but for my safety. But it's a Sunday, so traffic isn't going to be too hot. So because of that, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's not going to be too bad. And I've got the high-vis vest. I've got the headlight. Got a bright red helmet. And I know what I'm doing, so here we are. Here we are. At a whopping 11 miles an hour. We'll have to go scope out Drake Lane another day. SLS had a Drake meme pop up on my feed again. They made this meme where they put Drake's face on a pro skater and had him doing like a tail slide. I think it was like a front side tail slide or some backside tail slide. Kickflip, something. It was something crazy. And they put Drake's face on it. And now people are like being over dramatic, like, oh, now I'm not a supporter of SLS because they put Drake's face on this guy. Like, who cares, bro? If it bothers you that much, that's fine. We don't care if you watch them or not anyways, right? But like, who cares, man? Like, if it bothers you that much, like, cool, just don't watch it. It's not Ooh, pretty horses. That is a beautiful coat, dude. Beautiful coat. Wow. That's pretty. It's even got like it's like a cream with like a little white stripe on its nose part. It's pretty, really pretty. And that black and white one, that's really cool. That's pretty. Hi. Oh, look at the legs on that one. The legs on that one are cute. That's pretty. It has like wide, long hair down at the bottom of its feet, by its feet. Pretty cool. I don't know if there's a purpose for that with a horse. I don't know. It's cute. We'll have to go down there another day. We'll go down this way. We'll get our exercise in. Look at this. Pretty cool. Where's all the old white man? I don't see no old white man working out there. They fled from the farm. They managed to escape. All the bald white men. They've all escaped from the farm they were enslaved at. Somebody call 911. I need my tomatoes. Where are my tomatoes? I can't believe you're slave. How did you let them get away? How did you let the old white bald men get away? How could you do this? I'm running out of my cage-free eggs. Oh, here's a funny one. Hold on, here's a funny one. I'm trying to make cornbread, and those damn old white bald men fled from your farm. They stopped working. I'm having a little bit of a problem with you letting your slaves get away. Go find those old bald white men, bring them back so I can make my cornbread, damn it. Tell them to get in the tractor and get my corn. Before I crack the cracker with a cracker whip. Yeah. Get back to work. I need my cornbread. Alright, let's coast down this hill. Let's coast down this hill. No! I need that twist throttle, bro. I need that twist throttle. Oh, that's for sale. Ooh, fancy. If I had the money right now, I'd get something like that. Not that one, but a different one. I'd want a specific one. I want the squared out ones. And I'd throw it on the back of my rig and go places. I'd go around the country, bro. If I ever was able to travel the country, I would. If I was able to go to every skate park in this country, every skate park in America, and I had a chance to do it, I had enough money, insufficient funds, but if I ever had enough money, if I did have efficient funds, I'd put a fifth wheel in the truck that I have, the red truck. I'd put a fifth wheel in it. I'd put a fifth wheel gooseneck in it and get one of the big ones. And then I'd get like a cat or something. Not a dog, but a cat. I'll bring a travel cat. Because the dog is too much maintenance. A cat could be a little bit of maintenance, but not as much as a dog would be. I'd probably get a cat and travel. Unless somehow God magically puts a girlfriend in front of my face that's actually interested. And, you know, I get to know them for a while. Maybe I'll be able to make enough money by that time too, and then I'll be able to travel the world with a girl. But that's not realistic right now, obviously. I'm just waiting for God to plop one right here. Put a beautiful. I asked you to magically put a woman right in front of me. You have the wand to do it. I'm a prisoner at war of singleness. I am a prisoner of singleness. And it's not really fair, like I've said. But I mean, dude, honestly, it's not worth it. If you have to complain about it, it's really not worth it. And that's what I keep telling myself, and I have to keep telling myself. I've already accepted it, but like, you know, it's just something that I've accepted, but I just like bringing it. I think it's funny. It you know. It's whatever. It's like complaining about it does something, though. It's like complaining about it isn't worth it, but it works. To an extent degree. It hasn't gotten me a woman yet, but talking about it is clearly working. It's deterring the bad ones. Like, honestly, singleness is not that bad, bro. Like, it's not that bad, but again, it would be nice. But it's not, again, it's really not worth it if you gotta complain about it, man, you know. There's nothing I can really do. I can't really change the fact that I'm single. So that's what people don't understand. Like, well, if you want a girlfriend, do something about it. Well, here's the problem with that. There's none around, and if there is one around, they're clearly not interested. They're not talking. There's none in my DMs, so I can't reach out to anyone. I've tried DMing people. It doesn't work. You have to meet them in person. They're not around. But here's the thing with this. I'd rather not, you know, force it. Like, people, I don't know, it's hard to explain. People don't understand, like, oh, well, if you're single, why don't you do something about it? Those people haven't really fortunate, you know. It's not that easy. It's not that easy to, like, you know, I can't hold a person against them. I'm not even really, honestly, to be honest with you, I'm not really interested in anybody right now because I haven't met anybody yet. There's no women around, so I'm still, like, obviously, I still gotta wait till I meet some women, man. You know, there's no women to meet. They're all either not that great or taken right now, or not around. It's not around, or somewhere else in the world. You know, they're just keeping me waiting, which is why it's not worth it. If there's a woman, it's gonna have to be one that is not gonna keep me waiting. It's gonna be somebody that I don't know and they don't know me yet. It's gonna, I guess, have to wait to come across one. So, but like I said, I'm not stressing that, and I'm not trying to look. I'm not looking because trying to find someone is not gonna it's not gonna find me someone. Trying to look is when you never find someone. You always find someone when you're not looking. You know what I mean? That's what, you know, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I think when you're trying to find it, you're not going to find it. When it comes down to women. If you're trying to find it, you're not going to find it. It's when you're not looking. So, I don't know. You guys, this is insane. 202 miles on this thing. Going strong. This thing is strong, man. For $279, you really cannot beat it. You cannot go wrong, man. Cannot go wrong at all, man. It is great. Bend down. I'll really maximize my efficiency here. My mileage. This really wouldn't do much. It's not really helping me gain speed either. I want to do like a Suron seat, like put a actual Suron seat here. It's been done before on these things. It can be done. I just got to figure out the right seat, the right dirt bike seat, and how I'm going to make a clamp mount for it or something, you know. How I'm going to mount it on here is going to be the real thing. I don't know, I've seen a couple of videos, but they look hood rat. I want to do it properly and make it look good. So that I could probably add a fender and some bearings and stuff. I don't know, we'll see. Make it actually look like an e-moto, just with pedals. I know people have took it off pedals before and stuff, but we're keeping the pedals and cranks on. I want to keep the cranks. I want to be able to pedal if my battery dies, you know? Or like if I'm struggling up a hill. It wouldn't make sense, you know? I want to be high on the whole day. The crap, you know, time. Oh, man. My legs are shot, man. But, like, I'll get used to the soreness. They're just sore. When sometimes it means overdoing it to people, but, like, I always, like, the more I push it, the less sore it feels, if that makes sense. So, I know my limits, and it's not even near this is not near my limits. I could go so much longer. But we're going to start making our way back here because we're at 2 cars, and I mean, this is already going to be like an hour and a half long. But we've explored some more land on this thing. Finally, I found this to be a lot of fun. I'm going to find watching this over a lot of fun, so I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. So, I'm gonna continue this ride home, and we'll cut it off there like I usually do. I wonder if there's any bass in there, honestly. We've already talked about it before in the previous looks. We'll have the fish in there at some point as well. I'm sure there's something in there. So, this county sheriff car, I thought it was neat. I kind of missed the old wraps, though. The old wraps for these county sheriffs, it's kind of like, this one's kind of bland and boring, which honestly it's not a bad idea that they did that. They made it bland and boring. But like, the one with the gold looks so much better. This is more quiet, like it looks like it would catch more people, if that's what they're trying to do. Like, they're trying to be more discreet. But like, the gold and white that they had, the gold and white looks so much cooler to me. That wrap looks better than that one. I don't know, that one looks just dull and boring. Like, yay, I'm driving an Explorer with this, like if you're a cop, you'd probably be boring. It looks stupid. You know, like, imagine having the gold wrap, bro, the gold lettering. That would be cool. That one's cool. Like, I never want to be a cop, but like, I think the wrap, like I've said before, the wrap jobs are so cool on those. Like, yeah, that one's cool, but it looks bland. Like, it looks just so dull and boring. It doesn't look sharp. Just the black lettering, it's too basic. They needed to keep the gold. But that's why, I know why they're keeping I know why they're doing the basic. The gold's too obvious that it's a sheriff. It makes it more obvious. That's why they made it the black lettering now. Especially because of the police encryption. Now they don't allow scanners to scan where they're at for their own privacy and safety. Because people are being weird. Yeah, no, that would be one job I would never want to be, as a police officer or a sheriff or a fed or anything. I would never want to do that job. That would suck. But like, I can't hate them. Again, I don't have time to hate them. I never understood the hate of cops and stuff. Like, yeah, there's some that are bad, but there's bad in everything. There's bad in sports. There's bad in police departments. There's bad in federal agencies. There's bad in everything. There's bad in homes. There's bad in everywhere you go. There's good and bad. There's just good and bad. Now, I don't tolerate the bad. I don't tolerate that shit. Don't mess with your own size, but, you know, I'd rather have them take care of that. That's not my business. That's not my problem. And honestly, like, being a trucker would be cool and all, but not only would it be a lonely job, it would be a pain in the butt now, because in today's world we have the CDLs, logbooks, all the logging that you'd have to do. You know, working for a company, they don't have much manual transmission operators anymore. They're mostly automatic, which would be kind of boring and tiring for me, because if I drove a semi, I'd want to drive probably an 18 speed. I prefer a 13 twin stick or an 18 speed, just a single stick. Probably the 18 speed single stick, because it'd be less work than a twin stick, but the twin stick is cool and it'll keep me busy. But anyways, if I was to, I would be my own owner operator. But in order to be an owner operator in today's economy, I'd have to be making millions of dollars for me to like actually make money off of it and profit off of it. Like, one day it would be cool to have a semi truck just as like to tinker with and stuff, but like to work as a trucker would not be something that I probably wouldn't want to do it. Now, hot shotting, like with the truck I have or something, or like, you know, that I'd do that. I'd do that, but I wouldn't do it every day. But like, I don't know, I'd do that maybe, but like, I don't know. This new Amazon truck looks so silly. Alright, you guys, this vlog was a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. And until the next one, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace!